Welcome everyone to Pre-Market Prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin. Kind of the same story yesterday, where not much in the way of macro intraday headlines, any market moving headlines today. Joel, walk us through just the action today in the indices and the broader market.
Good afternoon, traders and investors. We kind of had the Jerome Powell yo-yo market here, as he was testimony on. I'm not sure who it was from. It was on Capitol Hill. The market zigged and zagged with his comments, and now we are heading towards the lows of the session. Tried to rally a couple times, could never get to that pre-market high at 31.47. That was even $10 below the high from yesterday. A lot of action around the close at 31.18 and a quarter. If you were so inclined to short that, you only took about 12 points worth of heat on the intraday session. Haven't been able to take out the pre-market low, but hey, we got 18 minutes left and we got Spencer Israel on the line, so that could happen. Just a trading range here. 2 days heading into expiration. Just a lot of chop and slop. Moving with the headlines. We did have the headline about the increases in cases in Florida or hospitalizations. And boom, boom, boom. That was not good. That sent the market into a tailspin. L. Smith is saying, why didn't I listen to Dennis this morning? Ugh, lost badly on a $3 stock. No, no, no. Don't let those losses get away from you. Another stock, though, the one stock, the pre-market prep stock of the day, Spencer. You know what it is. You won. Pull it up for everyone. And wow. What a job the investors, they got jobbed on this one, man. And I hate to see it and I hate to talk about it. This thing on June 11th traded 27,000 shares, right? Closed at $1.51. June 12th, someone got the idea, hey, we're going to get loaded up on this thing. It went from 27,000 shares on the 11th, 308,000 shares traded on last Friday. Modest move up to $1.84. And then the algos and the momentum traders and the Robinhood traders got involved on Tuesday, or excuse me, on Monday, taking it up to 654 on 25 million shares, right? So then it was just an instant winner. I mean, you had to get rich owning this thing, right? On Friday, skyrocketed to $40, right? Intraday, 45 million shares traded, closed at 27.19, right? Everyone is in the pool. They're ready. Suntan lotion on. Rug pull. Thin markets. We talked about the thin markets and the pre-market trading and identified like a $21.5 to $23 range. Opened up $22. Boom. That was the high of the session. The low has been 11.76, currently trading at 12.16. Only 7 million shares have traded. Everyone that wanted out, the big boys got out yesterday, and now people are just left scrambling for the bits here. So, well, no, I don't know if it's going back down to $2 or whatever, but man, what a risky stock, what a risky trade. What else you want to cover there, Spencer?
Can I tell you about the trade I made today? Because I got shaken out.
You got shaken out in a long-term trade or a short-term trade?
This is a short-term trade.
Tell me.
This is a trade that I decided with very little due diligence to put on today, and I got shaken out almost immediately. So the stock is MFAC. So this is actually really weird how this happened. So I was on Twitter, actually not really. I was just, Twitter's always on my screen. I was just looking at it in that moment, and I saw a tweet from someone at MFAC, which is one of these blank check acquisition companies, could be involved with Chime, which is one of these like new, they call them like neo banks, these new like low cost banks. And Chime's been trying to IPO for a while. They've raised a lot of money. They have a pretty high valuation. And so I saw a tweet that that MFAC is gonna be involved with Chime, and that's how Chime's gonna IPO. Just how DraftKings and Virgin Galactic IPO'd through a merger with one of these blank check companies, that MFAC was going to be involved with Chime. These kind of headlines happen all the time, especially with these kinds of companies. And I thought, you know what, I've been following Chime for years. I like Chime. And if there's any truth to this rumor, I want in. So I nibbled a little bit. Okay. So I buy a few shares. 30 seconds later was I'll pull up a 1 minute chart so you can see. 30 seconds after I made this purchase, that the big green candle for today, like on the 1 minute chart, that big green candle that happened right after I made my purchase. So I bought right before that, and I watch it go up. What is that? Like 60 cents in
Yes.
in like 30 seconds. And I was like, whoa, that's weird. Maybe there is some truth to this rumor. So I'm watching it, and then it starts going down. And I'm like, all right, well, worst case scenario, just get out at where I bought it, which was like 2025, I think, is where I bought it.
Wait,
and
what stock?
This is MFAC.
I don't see 2025. I see
I'm sorry, 12.
Okay.
12.25. That's got my
Okay.
number. So 12.25 is where I bought it. And it went up right after that happened, and then it started going down. And I thought, all right, I'll just keep an eye on this, and do nothing. And then I look away, and I go back a minute later, and it was right back to where I bought it. I was like, all right, I'm out. So I got out. The whole thing happened in like 5 minutes.
You scratched it?
Yeah.
That's a good trade, Spencer.
Yeah. Well, because I looked away for like, I don't know, a minute, maybe 2 minutes. And I was like, wow, I guess that was the high of the day, because it was.
Wow.
So that big green bar happened so fast, and then just pure coincidence, just luck on my part, that I happened to buy in right before that, and I, didn't sell at the high or anything, but I thought for a second, wow, maybe like there is some real truth to this, and I got in just before the blast off, but no, I got in just before the high of the day.
I don't think we're going to tell Dennis about this trade, because I think
please, I knew my out.
He's going to scold you. Oh, are you going to get 10 tomorrow, Spencer?
Maybe.
We got to introduce our new producer tomorrow. No, I'm joking with you. No, I mean, just when you were telling me the setup there, like you saw it on Twitter, and then you thought about this other stock.
Total speculation.
Yes,
total speculation.
Yeah.
But I knew what my out would be. I knew that I was not going to lose money. At most, I'll lose like a penny. Right? Like I knew that if it got back to where I bought, I'm out. And now it had a little bit of a wide spread, so that kind of made things a little bit. That made things a little bit tricky. The spread's tightened up now. But
it's OTC, man. You're dipping into waters there. So
anyway, that was my story. I thought for a second that I just got in at the last second before it took off like a rocket, and in reality, nope. Looked away for a minute and came back, and it was.
Well, I'm glad you came out on that one. Okay. Boy, we got some stocks to talk about. How about ENPH?
Okay, yeah. So this is one, and I reached out to the author of this short report this morning. He did not yet respond to me, but the subject of a
scathing,
that's a good way of describing it. A pretty scathing short report today, and that's your catalyst here. The firm is Prescience Point, and he was on our show back in April with another. He had made another call. I forget what that was though, but Prescience Point Capital is the name of the firm. They're out with a report just after the open, which is not a coincidence. And they said the stock should be delisted.
Well, the street is taking note of this. We just dipped down. We took out the pre-market low, which was 96.5. We just went to 94.5, but I don't know. Is there some buy imbalances or something? Because that was just a quick pop off that low. We'll see if we can sustain and close above 3,100 here. I don't know what to say. I mean, this guy found some followers here. Opened up near the high, went down to 37.81. People are taking some stock in this one, Spencer, because the volume picked up yesterday, but it's trading 5 times that volume today. Man, as a company responded, I guess that's the first thing I have to say.
I had not seen anything, though I haven't looked super closely, so it's possible.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, first things first, if you're caught long, I don't know what to tell you. If you shorted this thing on it, I could probably give you a little bit of reference point here. 37.81 was your low, 38.90. Let's see if we got anything in there. I said the low was 37.81. So what I like to do is I like to go back and see what I can find on my dailies. And I don't really see anything here on the dailies to say, hey, maybe I'll throw a bid out there. Uh, for for my daily charts, I see 37 is a big number. I see 3 out of 4 lows right around there in April. So follow through tomorrow. See if you get down to 37. I think you're going to get a lot of people opening up their accounts tonight and going, "Oh my lord, what happened to Enphase? Get me out." So you could see some follow through selling. I think that what you got to be on, if you short this or you tried to pick it up on the cheap today, you got to be aware that the company come out and say no, 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 and refute it, and that could be it. But if you caught it on the short side, you want a lower target 37. If the company does come out and say something positive, man, head for the hills. That's about all I can say on that one.
All right, for about 3 hours today, Hertz was halted.
Yes.
Always an eye opener when that happens.
That's another
And
reason not to trade those crap stocks, get caught in halts like that. But anyways, go ahead.
yep. So the headline today is that Hertz. Never mind. Actually, on that offering, guys, we are not going to offer any new shares. We're not going to do an offering. I saw Jay Clayton, who was on CNBC this morning, said they have questions. Um, so if you remember that offering we talked about last week or the week before, yeah, never mind. Not gonna
I
happen.
mean, who the hell was going to buy that stock? I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, if you're like, we'll go with the old Dennis line. If you're successful trading these stocks, then continue to go ahead and trade those. Bankrupt stock, trading at $1.90. Try and do the offering. They got the court approval, then no one wanted to buy it.
What's funny is like the stock actually popped on that headline, which makes a little bit of sense, right? Because they're not going to dilute the shareholders who are.
They're not going to. How do you dilute when you're at zero?
Right. That's the other right. That none of this makes sense, but that actually makes like a little bit of sense. Is that it would go up on that headline, but this whole situation makes no sense. So I don't know. Anyway, I hope we can stop talking about Hertz. We talked more about Hertz in the last week than we have in the last year. So
I agree.
All right. What else was on our list today, Joel? We had discussed. Let's see. We got you one. We discussed. Oh, let's look at Kroger here.
Let's go Krogering.
Yeah. And we talked about this one on the pre-market show, and wow, just gave back the after hours.
Everything. Yep. Triple D, man. I hope he waited. He said he caught this, was being talked about on Kramer. Everyone bought. He shorted it. Opened. I know it was trading below where it was in the pre-market. It actually ended up going red on the session. I thought it might get to that unchanged at 32.53. In fact, it got in within 6 cents of yesterday's low. They're due to report tomorrow. Don't chase. I mean, I think we'll see what happens after the earnings report here. I kind of want to own this one. $32 maybe might be an area. They should have a good report. People doing a lot of shopping here. Mr. Buffett owns it too. But be careful. Be careful when you're watching that fast money, because that fast money is going to be money out of your pocket pretty quick. So be careful on those, folks.
Yeah, and Dennis has been saying that those shows have always had the potential to move stocks, but
correct.
We're really in the past couple months that influence has become outsized. So worth paying attention to if you're an after hours trader. Let's look at Nikola here. This one has bounced, but as we were starting our broadcast here, it was heading downward off a report from Bloomberg that the CEO had, I guess, exaggerated claims about their truck, which I wonder where he got that idea from, right?
Yeah, Nikola, the former VTIQ here. just another wild child trading heavy volume. Uh, let's see what happens. I mean, I guess you got to stay bullish this thing above 61.30. Today's low 61.40. Yesterday's low 61.20. Going to close green on the session after that. The highs are so spread out. It's really hard to give you, a good level. 68.98. We're closing well off that. So I'm not going to try and pick a resistance up there for you. I'll just say that, man, oh man, you take out that 61.30, you got an easy $2 drop to 59.21. That was your low on Monday.
Yeah, L. Smith in the chat, great point. Find me a car salesman that doesn't exaggerate. Don't exist.
I like that.
Don't exist.
That's tough stock, man. Like we talk about tough stocks. That's a tough stock to trade. I'm not sure how big the spreads are.
Yeah.
But let's see. Gateway there to lower price is 61.30.
All right, DraftKings. Another good day.
Another good day. They've ended up buying again. I don't know where the offering price is here, but obviously that the street looked at the offerings or what the price was. They bought this thing right up off the open, lower open, $2. They came in and boy, your big level here, and this will be a big level going forward. $42. You did, 41.79 on Monday, 41.80 on Tuesday. You get through it. You go to 42, but that seller reloaded at 42.08. You're going to have a double close here. 40, pretty much 3 minutes left. 40.57 was your close from yesterday. So pretty important, that double close there for tomorrow, either support or resistance. Major resistance at 42. Hard to give you a great support level, but under 38.5, that 35.5, that looks like a longer term, looks like a pretty juicy support level.
And yeah, this one I thought might pop on. There was a brief report out there that there would be an MLB season, but that seems to have been.
I don't know. I mean, these players are crazy, man. Where are they going to get a job? I don't know. We discussed this on the pre-market show.
We did, and we're on opposite sides of that trade. So.
Yes, we are. We are.
What about a few people in the chat talking about Boeing here? This one we discussed as being the leader of the airlines, really the leader of like all travel type companies towards
not a good day for Boeing.
Down 2.5%.
Yeah. Had that big pop yesterday, sold off, couldn't even claim $200 today. Couldn't even get to the close from yesterday. And you had a pretty big up market here. Keep an eye, folks. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I want to be long with your Robinhood money. Look at this. Your low from yesterday, 192.60. Low for the day, 191.25. You don't have to be a genius here to see where your next daily low comes in. I'm not telling you it's going to 176, but I'm just telling you that if you take out that 192 area, we'll split those two lows. Your next two daily lows come in at 176.26 and 175.89. So if you're looking to reload on the long side or cover a short, boy, oh boy, I'd be waiting there at 176.
All right, 3:59 here, Joel. Final thoughts on the day before we wrap.
Tight, man. I mean, I know we've had a tight intraday ranges the last couple of days, bouncing around, going into quad witch. I don't know. I think it's not a great day for the market, but we did hold on to a lion's share of the gains. It feels heavy. You take out that pre-market low of 30.94.50. I think you can easily see you down at Tuesday's low at 30.60. So a lot of consolidation. If we did get a pop up to yesterday's close overnight, which I don't know if we will, 31.1825, I look at that as resistance.
All right, that'll be a wrap for us. Please remember all the information from this broadcast meant to be used as informational purposes and not for investing or trading advice. On tomorrow's show, we'll be joined by Michelle Krebs. She is our resident, most people's resident auto expert. She's at Cox Automotive. She'll break down the auto stocks for us on tomorrow's show. In the meantime, everyone have a great rest of your Wednesday, and good luck and be safe.